Welcome back to 80s Comics. Despite what you may think regarding my nonstop boasting about how awesome the 1980s were, not everything from the 80s was good. I mean, E.T. was really not a great movie. The game was bad too. But you know what's good? RoboCop. You know what's not good? This. Kickers Inc. From the new universe. Marvel's new universe. I have a theory about the new universe. You want to hear it? Of course you do. Frankly, I don't care if you don't. I'm going to tell you anyway. The new universe was created to either sell more comic books or to make Marvel's other comics look so good by being this bad. Kickers Inc. Birth of a Hero. I can almost see the development meeting for this product. A bunch of editors got together and were like given free reign to do what they want. Like Tom DeFalco. Hey, people like football, people like superheroes, let's combine them and make like a bunch of football players into superheroes. Kickers Inc. Yeah, it's about as awesome as it sounds. To be fair, the art is okay. Got a bunch of football players. And they need to be better. They need to win more games. So what do? They turn to science. And drugs. Maybe a combination of the two. Basically experimental science drugs and machines. And it's a comic book after all. So, this guy, who's like Flash Gordon if Flash Gordon sucked, needs an edge in his game. So he seeks out his brother, who's developed some kind of experimental thing. So basically, steroids, but not steroids. The intensifier. But this part's kind of confusing. So the day before he jumps into the intensifier, or like earlier that afternoon, there's some sort of blinding light, and then he has a headache, and then of course he steps into this thing. Stop worrying. He'll only experience a mild tingle during the treatment. So basically, it's like Captain America, except a munghead that can't spell. Terrific. It's making Captain America look a lot better. But wait! What's his name? Has superpowers now. He's super fast. I don't even remember what this guy's name is. It is so forgettable. What is this guy's name? I'm just going to call him Munghead. That's a fun word. People don't use that word enough. What's a Munghead? That guy. Don't sweat it, bro. Yeah. Straight out of the Munghead playbook, Munghead. So Captain Munghead is leading his football team to the Super Bowl. Copyright, trademark, whatever. Look, they're playing Pittsburgh. But those aren't Pittsburgh's colors. Come on. Maybe those were the Pittsburgh Maulers and they got the color off. You know what I'm talking about. Remember the Maulers? I remember the Maulers. Anyway, Captain Munghead is starting to feel bad about this treatment because he feels like the game is boring now that he's, basically the Hulk and he's playing football. So he goes to see his brother, except obviously his brother's got a gambling problem and gets his ass kicked and manages to actually get killed before he can reverse the treatment. And the reader absolutely doesn't care because none of these characters are likable. All right, that part's kind of funny when he punches that guy in the face. Ram! Skow! You know I'm a sucker for a good sound effect. Gotta give it credit. That one's a good sound effect. So let's see what happens here. They win the Super Bowl. He's bored. And he somehow coerces the rest of his team in between this advertisement. From that panel to that panel, he convinces 4 other people to step into this experimental magic machine that gave him like super muscles that made him miserable. And then they form a superhero team called Kickers Inc. because the Avengers were already taken by the same company that published this book. Give me the worst Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Avengers, whatever, over this. But you can't have every comic book from the 80s be a good comic book. Every now and then, you encounter an Ewoks or something from the new... I'm trying to think if is there anything from the new universe that made it? There might be. I mean, there may be a character or two that came out of the new universe. I don't think New Warriors were new universe. That was like early 90s, but let's see, there was Kickers Inc. There was that awful Night Mask, Nighthawk, Dart, whatever that was, forgettable. Spitfire, I don't think lasted very long. Matt Hazard Merc. That may have had, I could be wrong, but that may have had a fairly, at least 20 issue run. I don't know. This one I don't think did. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not good. You don't want it. And unless you're like, you know what? I really need to read a comic book about a bunch of unlikable football players that turn into superheroes. In which case, hey, Marvel, the new universe, has got you covered. What year was this? I'm going to go 87? 87 or 88, judging by the hairstyles. 86! Damn, I'm losing it. Killed some brain cells reading Kickers Inc. Look, even he's sad. This comic sucks! I just want to read The Punisher. Come!